if you were a CHRO, your own organization, and you have to align the cultural transformation with the business strategy part.
Let me share this strategy with all of you, and this is something that really works very well with some large organizations, right? And I typically call it the big rocks strategy. In a very brief way, if I were to talk to you about it, it is A, the executive leadership has to have an articulated strategy which is extremely simple for people to understand and find their role in it. Okay. It cannot be a very complicated document. It cannot be a very difficult Word document. It has to be simple, articulated strategy that everybody can relate to. This is phase one, right? Step one. Step two of the entire Big Rock strategy would be for your individual contributors, the people who actually grow the organization, right? They need to have their everyday KRAs and KPIs aligned directly to these big rocks. So much so the keywords need to come out from the big rocks and be reflected in their everyday strategy. So a typical organization will have some revenue goals, it will have some operational excellence reduction goals, it will have some innovation goals, etc. And how do these very large at an executive leadership level terms drill down to that individual contributor is an important job. So part two, make sure individual contributors, KRAs, KPIs directly tie to those big rocks. And the third part of this big rocks strategy is the middle management, or who I call strategy translators, right? The middle management is the part of the organization that helps connect the executive leadership strategy to what an individual contributor does every day. Do they do a good job about this translation? Are they able to help a person who is beating the street, who goes and talks to your retail channel outlets, or who's going and talking to perhaps a lot of other individual buyers, and help him see the larger temple that he is building versus the bricks that he or she is laying? So we have found immense benefit in implementing what we call the Big Rock strategy. It works extremely well for organizations in a simplified articulation, an understanding by individual contributors of their role, and second, the strategy translators to be able to connect the dots for the